4, baby.
Just talk us through that one.
Man, I guess my number is 3. No, so like I said, I always fight to finish, and I don't give up, and I always try to seize the opportunity to get that finish. You guys seen the fight. I went forward. I went to have a war. I planned on a war. I knew we're 2 guys who are not going to lose, and we're both undefeated. And I said this almost feels like a title fight in a way because we both have something very important to lose, and that was like the record, and we capitalized on that mistake. We knew that he likes to secure points, and he goes for the takedown, and he went for the takedown the second, but I missed my chance. I said, if this happens again, I'm not going to miss. And we trained at all camp at the Gracie Academy with my coach, Henry Gracie, where I said, if this guy shoots in, we got to guillotine this guy or anaconda him or darce him. And we did that all camp till my arms got pumped with blood, where I was like look buff because of just all the guillotines and stuff I was doing. And the second he shot in that 3rd round, I said, this is it. Wrapped it up and finished it.
The body triangle on the guillotine, how does that
Did I do that?
You did, sir, yeah.
Oh. No wonder it felt tight. Yeah, I usually try to do that on my coach, but he's 6'4" and 200 now. He's lifting some weights, so it's hard to wrap it around him. But yeah, I felt like I probably locked it, and it just naturally happened, because it's a 145er, not a 200-pounder.
There's a lot of fighters that would want to have a quick fight, and jiu-jitsu is so sharp in the division. What's your mindset behind having a war every fight? A lot of people felt like if you took it to the ground, the fight could have been over a little bit quicker and you could have avoided some more damage.
Yeah, I wanted to get the takedown, but I just came back from a shoulder surgery. And it's been on my mind a little bit where I don't want to shoot too much because I don't, I want to keep these guys fresh. And the incidents that I had before happened during wrestling. So I shot in, but it wasn't, it was just kind of like a half-ass shot. But yeah, maybe once I get, like my shoulder's a lot more stronger, then I'll be wrestling more.
Were they healthy going into the fight?
They're healthy going in. I think it's just more like a mental thing, like this one got injured wrestling, this one got injured wrestling. Like, forget the wrestling.
Did you injure your leg?
Did I injure my leg? So we knew this guy was going to kick. And I went with some heavy Muay Thai guys. And my leg was already freaking sore from before the fight. It came to the point where you would touch my leg and I would it hurt too much. And I knew, coming in this fight, I go, man, this guy's going to kick me and it's going to hurt. And I felt it the most in the 3rd round where I was just jabbing. And he kicked me one time really good right in the spot. Thank God for adrenaline. And I just switched the stance very calmly, kept playing southpaw. Once I felt good, switched it again. But right now, once the adrenaline fell down, I feel it.
You think something's broken?
No, nothing's broken. Nothing's broken.
What happened with the weight cut yesterday? You made it right at the buzzer.
All right, listen. So there was a rumor that I went to the hospital yesterday, and not true. What happened though is because I'm in my hometown, I went to my house, or to my friend's house who has a built-in sauna, and I used his scale. His scale was off. So I went to sleep thinking I was a certain weight, woke up at a lot heavier weight, and I was like, oh shoot. So now they're like, yo, you have less than 2 hours to cut X amount of weight. And at first it seemed like I'm not gonna make it. So I went in my room, moved all the furniture, did everything, put the sauna suit, did 10 5-minute rounds in the sauna suit to the point where I was just, I gotta make this weight. I need this fight. I wanna fight. And I got down at and the last weigh-in is at 11. You can't weigh anything later than that or the fight is canceled. So I got down at 1050. They're like, you're 146.5. I was like, oh shoot. All that work, now I'm drained and cutting that much in a short amount of time. They go, he's not gonna make it. Everyone's like, this guy's not gonna make it. I go, all right, I need a quick thinking. I go, what's the quickest way to lose it? Sprinted to the jacuzzi, threw me in the jacuzzi, butt naked, and with some towels, right? But and I was like, the guy's like, you have 4 minutes exactly. Like everyone's panicking, And I'm panicking a little bit, right? And all of a sudden, the guy's like, 30 seconds left, get him out. They got me out. I ran across the hallway with just butt naked, with like towels on and everything. And we're rushing through. And then we get to the back, and I'm like, man. And you could, when you, obviously long hair, it's in braids right now, but it carries some weight. So I was like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna make it, or I don't know if that was enough time. So I rush in there with already naked, because I didn't have a chance to put clothes on, because they're like, yo, you have to make this time frame. So they rushed us to the back, and I grabbed the knife, because I have scissors. I gave my coach James Larson a knife. I go, if I don't make the 0.5, cut the freaking hair off. It has something on it. And I went in there and it went 146.5. And then 146, and I was like, oh yes, I get to keep the Tarzan hair, you know? The Tarzan's still there.
How much weight were you over?
I'm not gonna tell you guys. No, can you keep a secret? Can you keep a secret? So can I. It was bad though, it was bad, it was bad.
How about a little bit for if you did have to cut the hair? Well, that means you.
I still look pretty regardless, I feel, you know? I still feel like, you know, I look pretty. I would have just went to the barbershop, cleaned it up, faded up a little bit, and shocked everyone with a new haircut, but I would have pulled it off.
Are you within the new California regulations or your weight cut limits?
No, I came in perfect. I walked in 158. I just kind of read the wrong scale. Who do I want next? I feel like I want to talk to my team, and everything that we've been doing so far has been strategic, as in terms of who to pick, who to fight, and obviously I've never backed down from any fight. You know, like the UFC gave me tough guys. On 2-week notice, I fought Tavares. Then after that, I fought Brandel. Then I fought Clay Guida. And then when I went to the UFC athlete retreat, all the other top fighters in the division, top 10 for the featherweights, were busy, and they said Renato Moicano is a guy that is like yourself, young. You guys have similar records, similar age, similar reach, everything, and it'd be a crazy fight between you guys, and they were right. You know, 2 undefeated guys, and we said yes, right on the spot.
After you guys race, it seemed like you said something to him, or he said something to you.
Yeah, I feel like he was maybe a little upset. And he was like, no, we're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. Like, we need to do this again. And I just told him, listen, man, I respect you as a fighter. I go, I have no bad blood. I told him, if you want to do it again, if eventually we meet again, then we meet again, you know? And that's just how this game happens. You see that the top fights, like John Jones, Cormier, they meet again. You know what I'm saying? Guys that people love watching and they keep doing good, they'll eventually meet. And, man, who knows what happens, you know? Who knows what's in the future?
How much time do you spend on your boxing? Because your head movement's incredible. It's really improved.
Thank you. Man, I've been boxing with my coach James Larson for I met him when I was 17. We started training together since I was 18. But this is the first camp where he took me to the craziest boxing gyms. I was afraid. I went to Wildcard boxing in Hollywood. Then I went to Maywood. And when you train with straight boxers, it's a different game. And then when you spar professional boxers, these guys do not take it easy on us. And it's like, oh yeah, we got an MMA fighter in here. Let's take advantage of this. And so I went in there and I sparred all these boxers. So when I got in there and he wasn't kicking much, I started feeling good. Maybe I kept my hands down a little bit because the little style, you know, of the boxing style.
Actually, you covered up really well.
Thank you. But yeah, it felt good, man. I love going there, and it was fun.
According to Fight Metric, you landed 91 head strikes on you, but you were able to see and walk through all of them. Do you think that kind of broke his confidence?
It's called Mexican heart. Listen, we come here for war. He landed whatever he landed on me, and a couple of them I felt, but the majority, maybe like 7, 8, I felt. Not enough to really crack me that good. I just kept rolling with it, and then once he landed a crazy barrage, if I didn't answer back, I just took a deep breath and said, all right, just strategically plan your next attack, and it was cool, man.
Considering that Moicano doesn't have any high-level finishes, would that give you a little bit more freedom to explore your boxing game?
Yeah, it did. You know, the fact that he didn't have any knockouts, you know, or TKOs, for sure gave me some confidence with just walking forward and taking the hits. But I never take anyone lightly. With these 4-ounce gloves at the right time, the right place, perfectly landed, it can knock anyone out. I don't care who you are, especially if you're in the top 10. So I knew that coming in, but something something triggered me when I was in there. I said, you know what, we're going to go to war. My coach, James Lurson, said, let's go forward, let's bang it out. Henry Gracie, my other coach, said, you know, like, keep doing it till he eventually folds and takes you down. We seize the opportunity for the submission we've been training all camp. And everything worked on my boxing coach's side and on my jiu-jitsu coach's side. It was like the perfect balance of both of them.
Did the fact that you're in your backyard, did that give you that extra incentive?
It felt great. When I fought Clay Guida, I was a little bit like, man, these fans, what's up with that? I'm in my hometown and you guys cheering for the other guy. But Clay Guida is an amazing guy, you know what I'm saying? He's obviously a veteran. He's very well respected in the sport. But this time he walked out and it was a little bit, you know, like negative towards him, like the boos, you know. And then when I walked out, the whole place lit up, and I was like, oh yeah, I fed off that energy. I fed off the crowd. And between rounds, we just both kept throwing our hands up, and everyone was going crazy. And for sure, it just brought extra life to me.
You think you're going to campaign for another T-City resident hometown showdown?
Man, they're working. So what's next? We did Forum, we did Honda Center, Staples Center. Let's do it. Thank you, guys.